Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Kelvin here. A while ago, I started noticing that my channel is like a hangout for young people, like the Papa Cha shop near my house. More than half of you guys are under 34 years old, and I also have been receiving many requests to talk about how to plan your finances when you are still young. Why? Your teacher never teach you, is it? Jokes aside, that's the true story though. When I was still young, my teacher never really taught about how to plan my finances, and I seriously wish they did. That's why in this video, I'll give you a few tips on what you should do to improve your finances and start investing. And hopefully, by following these rules, you'll be able to avoid my mistakes and will be in a much better position when you come out into the adult world. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's start right now. Number 1, your career. The first thing all of us do after we graduate is to throw our graduation cap and take photos. After that, it is time to start working, otherwise you'll be called a lazy bum bum. Every once in a while, I see people asking in NUS whispers, worrying about what should be their pay in the first job. Should you accept a low paying job? My friend also high pay, how I've been working for a while now, and here's what I realized. Your first job's pay doesn't really matter in the long run, so stop worrying about getting a low pay. Some of you would rather keep searching for jobs months and months instead of accepting a job with a low pay. You'll be like, you don't get a low pay if you have no pay. Instead, try to get a job as soon as possible, but at least it's a job that you are interested in, because this will have a butterfly effect. How? 3 reasons. First, with the salary, you can start investing sooner. Second, when you have a job, you're getting paid to learn stuff. No one expects you to know everything at the start, especially if it's your first job. For example, in my case, I graduated only knowing 3 programming languages, and at that time, I felt like a hacker man, until I realized that this stuff were not really being used in the real world. So I have to pick up stuff like Node.js, PHP, Golang, Unity, game programming, and a lot more. But it's fine, right? Because I'm leveling up constantly and getting paid at the same time. It's like in World of Warcraft, right? You learn new skills, gain SP, level up, while also getting paid for using your skills. Third, with the new skills, you'll be able to find a better paying job, right? Again, like in Ragnarok, you start off as a thief, then when you have enough level, you can apply to be an assassin and so on. Here's my advice, try to change job every 2 to 3 years. Yes, I know that this may not apply to everyone, but if you are able to do so, step out of your comfort zone and get a new job once you have finished learning everything that you can from your current job. A survey found that job changes will increase their salary about 5.3% on average versus 4% for those who prefer to stay at their current job. So when you have all these 3 factors, start getting paid, learn new skills, find a better paying job, you compound it over 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, and you will see how big of an effect it will make. Second, sign up for a credit card. As long as you are 18 years old and above, you will unlock a new skill, which is buy Papa Cha with credit card. It doesn't matter if you have a job in the real world, job as a gardener or fisherman in Animal Crossing, or still studying in university. Once you have reached level 18, sign up for a credit card, like right after you have finished watching this video. There are many people who still think that having a credit card is a big no-no, because they think that by having a credit card, they will be unable to control their spending, like can't stop spending. If you are the kind that cannot control yourself, it is better not to get a credit card. But for everyone else, welcome to the adult world. But why is credit card important? Here are a few reasons. First, cashbacks. Every day you have some sort of expenses. Maybe it's taking public transport, ordering Grab food, paying your phone bill, paying insurance, paying food, buying clothes, and so on. Now, with a credit card, you'll be able to get a discount on all of these spendings. For example, UOB One gives a 3.33% cashback for all your spendings. You may be like, 3.33% only ma, so little. But let me tell you this, over time, the cashback will add up to quite a lot. I'm getting at least 300 to 600 worth of cashbacks every year by just using credit card. It ain't much, but I can definitely buy a cash speed router with this free money already. So that was the first reason, cashbacks. Second reason, you are eligible for even more rewards. For example, some restaurants give additional discounts to certain credit cards. And if you link your credit card to ShopBack, you will get additional cashback for your spendings. Like I already got some amount of cashback since signing up 3 years ago. Other than that, if you are an Android user, you can link your credit card to Google Pay, and if you pay with it, you will get more cashbacks. Like I already got $50 cashback since signing up last year. By the way, if you need referral codes to sign up to ShopBack and Google Pay, check out the link in the description below. Long story short, credit cards equals to a lot of cashbacks and rewards. If the second reason is still not good enough for you, here's one more reason, which is sign up bonus. There are lots of credit cards which give you free money and free stuff when you sign up for a new credit card with them. So with all the credit card anggap bola done, here's a warning. All these rewards are really attractive. However, there's a really heavy penalty if you can't pay back your credit card debts. The average interest rate for a credit card is 25% per year. That means if you owe them $100 every year, you'll be paying $25 in interest alone. Owe them $1,000, you'll be paying $250 in interest. But if you can't even pay back the interest, the debt will just compound on itself, and next year you will have to pay even more money. So if you have a credit card, always make sure that you spend within your means and don't go YOLO on spending. You need to be like a Lannister, because a Lannister always pay back his debts. Third, savings. Alright, after all the earnings and spendings, the next thing is of course savings. Here's why savings is more important than earnings and spendings. Imagine that your friend Ruhua earns 50k a month. Now, we can all agree that Ruhua is rich, right? But then Ruhua goes and spends 49k every month on cars, clothes, massages, Pao Cha, and LOL skins. At the end of the month, she is only left with $1,000. Now, you have another friend, Joseph, who is still schooling. He earns $3,000, but he is super thrifty. He only spends $1,000 every month. At the end of the month, Joseph has $2,000. So, as you can imagine, Joseph is actually richer than Ruhua in the end because he has more savings. So, the moral of the story is, it doesn't matter how much you earn, but rather how much you save that is more important. Not many people think about this, but we actually can't work forever, right? If we don't have any savings when we stop working, what are we going to eat? 鸡饭不要鸡，不要饭啊 Coffee peng with only peng ah. So, besides leaving money for your older self, your savings also serve another purpose, which is emergency savings. Just in case you suddenly got yourself into stuff like car accidents, lose jobs, touch wood, and many other unexpected stuff. Now, when you save money, don't just put them in some random bank account. Your money will just sit there and do nothing like the lazy bum bum. But also, don't put the money that you need in the short term into the stock market. If you suddenly need the money and the stock market crash, you'll be like this. Instead, put the money that you need into a high-interest savings account. You can check out Sidley for the list of high-interest savings account. Otherwise, you can also put your money in Singlife savings account, which gives a non-guaranteed interest of 1.5% per annum. Yes, I know that it ain't much, but it's the best that we have right now, so don't complain. Now, finally, let's talk about the main purpose of saving your money. Investing. There are two kinds of people. One, people who work for money, and two, people who let money work for them. I do not blame people who are scared of investing. The main reason is because they are afraid of losing money. But whether you like it or not, the moment your parents stop paying for your expenses, you are in this marathon, and your goal is to earn enough so that you and your pet hamster do not starve. So most people will just work and work for 40 odd years until they retire. Meanwhile, inflation keeps eating at your money at an average of 2% every year. And no, it's not PAP's fault that everything becomes expensive. That's just how the world works. So if you do not want to work your entire life, start letting money work for you. It's like those 7 dwarfs in the mine. Every day the market opens, your money will be like, when you start investing at a young age, something magical will happen. Your money will grow faster and faster. Look at this example by Sidley. If you started investing at 25 versus at 35, assuming everything else is the same, at 62 years old, you end up with almost double the amount of money than the guy who invested much later. And that's due to compounding. Personally, I've only started investing around 2016, and I wish that I've started much earlier. So start investing when you are still young. Just do it. Don't let dreams be dreams. If you are new to investing and don't know where to start, I have a video that talks about how to invest. You can check it out here. But the summary is, you can invest in index funds, which is just a basket of stocks, like a basket of Singapore stocks, a basket of US stocks, a basket of technology stocks, and so on. The good thing about index funds is that they are really diversified because they have so many stocks. So even if one company doesn't do well, you still have many other companies that will back it up. For example, S&P 500 Index Fund is a basket of 500 US stocks, and on average, they have been delivering about 10% annually. Or if you want a higher return but still prefer to let someone else manage your investments, you can look into ARK ETF. They are a basket of innovative stocks which can disrupt the way we do things now. Their return can only be described with one word: godlike. With that being said, just remember this: with high reward comes high risk. If that's not enough for you, you can then invest in individual stocks. But for this, you will need to put in more work, like research deeper into the company, find out their financials, is the management good, what's their future plans, and so on. Because if you anyhow invest, didn't do your research, you will lose money. But if you have done your homework and you found a good company like the next Tesla or the next Apple, you will what big. So that's the 4 things you need to do to have a good finance when you are still young. How many have you started doing? Comment down below and let us know. Like, share and subscribe, as I'll be posting new videos every Monday and sometimes Friday.